So now that this book has its frame, I'm ready to start layering images. So I printed this out. It's 2 copies of the flower I want to use, and then a butterfly. Missing from this is the leaf. And the reason I have 2 copies of this sunflower is because I'm going to do the center as one layer and then the whole flower as the layer underneath it, so that the center sits up a little bit from the rest of the flower. So I'm going to cut this close to the edges of the image. And sort of position it in the book. And what's going to happen is I'm going to do this center and also the butterfly as one layer. Kind of like that. So, and I also want to leave enough room down here for a nest. So maybe just like that. So I kind of know what I'm doing with this. And I'm just going to apply glue to the center and not the petals. And you can trim away the extra. And sort of figure out where the butterfly wants to go. I think right there. This way I can put it back in the same place more easily. And that bit that I just drew on is all going to be cut away, so it doesn't really matter if I pencil on it. So now I have to decide whether I want to try and cut this with the pages loose or with them glued together. There's an awful lot of fussy cutting here, getting all these little scallops. So I'm worried that if I glue the pages together first, that I might not be able to get all the scallops cut with my craft knife. So I sort of want to cut it with scissors as it is, a few layers at a time maybe, and see how that goes. And I also want to cut away so that it keeps forming a frame. So I started cutting this with scissors, and I'm just sort of going in and cutting inside my square, cutting away the excess. So that I can get to the design that I want to cut. And I'm just doing it a few pages at a time. And sometimes I have to sort of fiddle with the book to get the right placement. But this seems to be going pretty well. It's a little mangled up here, but this is all stuff that's going to get cut away when I do the straight lines. And I think what I'm going to try to do is cut away as much of this as I can, like I did with this center of the flower, and then cut the straight lines to get rid of the rest after it's all glued together. So I'm doing the fussy cutting kind of loose, and then I'll apply glue and do the straight cuts so that they're nice and clean.